Welcome to week 4. Today we'll talk about analysis. So basically turning your findings from your site visit into insights. In this week you will learn how to prepare your notes for analysis and sharing with your team members, as well as how to share your observations. So first let's talk about preparing your notes. So hopefully you have taken lots of notes from your site visits. And the first thing you want to do is organize what you captured. Most of you will probably have handwritten notes. So take those notes out and outline with a highlighter, for example, key learnings. That allows you to focus ahead of time on relevant aspects and findings and data that you want to share with others. So how to best prepare notes? Review your notes and highlight interesting data such as characteristics of the users. So, for example, in our case, this could be travelers that have traveled frequently. Could be context, like you interviewed them at the airport, in a car, in a hotel. Key tasks they're performing, so things such as paying perhaps for a restaurant bill. Goals, so in our case, that could be things like filing their expense reports. Pain points, things like receipts that are hard to be kept track of. And needs, so things such as getting reimbursed for their expenses quickly. Also environment and tools, so things they're using, such as mobile devices or credit cards. So why does it matter to share your research with your team members? Well, first of all, not everyone goes out in the field, so it's great to share actually what you heard and observed with the team members that did not get to go with you when you interviewed your user. It also is great for building team empathy. So every single person knows what your users are struggling with and what the design opportunities are. It lets you document your learnings because in the end you cannot go back to your original notes. So it's a great way to summarize what are really the key insights and learnings from the interviews you did. So how do you share research? Well, as the person that took the notes of the research or of the interview, describe what you heard and observed using your notes. Be objective. Reserve judgment, so don't make up things. If you didn't ask the question, it's okay. Don't make up answers. Explain artifacts you collected. So for example, pictures, drawings, things the user might have given you, shown you to the rest of the team. So what are the other team members doing while the person is storytelling? Well, they use sticky notes and hopefully thick felt pens. And they make notes on these sticky notes, one highlight at a time, different colors per person. And they record things like emotions, observations, tools, quotes, and anything really that the user said or did. It's usually beneficial that all team members take notes at the same time, just to make sure nothing gets missed. And keep the information on these sticky notes short and simple, but still meaningful. Because in a few days you will return to those notes, and if they were too cryptic, you will not make any sense out of them. Your team should only capture what they hear. Don't interpret and don't censor, so don't leave data off just because you think it's not important. If you can, be visual. Make notes of the environment, for example, of the person, and draw them out. So here are some other tips. You might have taken video of your end user. And so in this case, you follow exactly the same process. You watch the video, you take notes on sticky notes, and you have the team watch out for things like emotions, pain points, needs, etc. Audio is also somewhat similar. Of course, you can't see the person, so you might also want to refer to your handwritten notes. Sometimes you might have a lot of user interviews. So in this case, I would suggest prepare ahead of time. Take some of the sticky notes ahead of time so you can focus in your workshop or in your get-together on the important interviews rather than going through every single interview.